Ezel, thank you for your response in week 2 to our video discussion prompt. And I have to admit, big fan of It's a Wonderful Life as well. I don't know if admit is the right word at all. It's kind of a classic, but I'm looking forward to trying to watch that again this year, and not on the web. However, your story brings to mind an example of when I was a kid. I recall being at my grandmother's house, and this is the only time I remember it ever being on TV. There was a Halloween special for Garfield. Yes, Garfield the cat. And so there are a couple of holiday specials for Garfield the cat, not unlike Charlie Brown, right? So one that had to do with Christmas, one that had to do with Halloween, and so on. And we had the Garfield Family Christmas recorded on a VHS with a bunch of other Christmas specials as they aired. But one time, I do remember a Halloween episode airing, and I was watching it. I was somewhat frightened by it, and I can expound on that in a later story, but I did not get to see the end of it. It was time to go or something like that, and I only saw up to the point of the end of the second act, or the final commercial break. And so it's ending on this sort of scary cliffhanger going into the break, and I never got resolution to that. And perhaps that's why I could remember all the details for the next several decades. I mean, that would have aired on TV in 1986 or 87, something like that. And I never got closure. And then just one of those things, I never even thought to look on the internet. Well, just this past October, I guess it's been about 30 years then. I was scrolling social media, because you mentioned Facebook specifically, and as well in your response. And I was scrolling Facebook, and someone had commented on some third-party website that archives tunes or whatever, and they had the Garfield Halloween special. And suddenly it all flooded back to me once again, and I thought, is this the day I'm gonna get closure on that episode? And I set it up, turned it on, and watched it on my phone during lunch, and finally got resolution. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if they fully resolved that plot. So no wonder it's bothered me all these years. But that's a kind of example that pings off of your example, but then also demonstrates how these social media and internet platforms give us an opportunity to explore content, not only new content, but content of the past. Of course, it's an archival place. It's a place that embraces and exploits nostalgia, but we also create fresh content, new content, such as the ideas discussed in Open TV. Thank you for your response.